Ahoy friends, welcome to building the Alpha Dory. This is a project to build a 1890s style racing dory like those once built by William Chamberlain of Marblehead. Today we're going to be continuing work on fastening the number 1 strakes. Alright, let's get out into the shop. Alright, so we're now going to be shaping the transom to accept this plank, so it's a nice tight fit. looks pretty good. Just knocking some of the sawdust out of that joint before I nail it that tight. Alright, so there I went through the through both of the laps, the inside plank and the outside plank. Brought it up tight. And, so now I'll push this thing up where it's gonna, close to where it's gonna end up. Alright, so that's about as low as I want to go in order to get this plank to lay on flush with the transom. Stick that in again. Okay, so right there I'm about even with the next plank. Like I say, it'll come in tight, so that looks good. Lining up with the frame so that I hit the frame. I kind of try to push on the body of the drill rather than just pushing with one hand, because these little drills are just so fragile. That would be one of the benefits of fastening with trundles, is we'd be free to use a significantly larger drill and much less likely to break it during the drilling process. Okay, just watching where I'm at on the transom, still looks good. And yeah, we'll put 4 or 5 nails in the transom right along the edge of the plank. Like I said before, these nails aren't going to be able to go in perpendicular to the plank. They'll have to go in parallel to the transom. Otherwise, you're going to get the nails breaking out on the inside of the transom. I kind of wish this board was a little bit shorter than I was bracing it with, but I'm going to put this thing on here just in case so that I don't, hopefully don't break a drill. There we go. So I'll go just below the gain, the bevel. And I'm going so far as to actually drive the chuck into the wood, just against the surface of it. And it'll actually just flatten out the spot where the nail is going in, almost like a flat countersink. So it goes in there pretty good. Alright, so I'll start the nail into the oak before I take the time to put a backing block on it. Now I'll grab my nail set and put it in the rest of the way. Okay, so the bronze ring nail bottomed out in that drill hole. I could tell because the top of the nail started to bend over before it was driven into the pine. So what I'm going to do is drill a tiny bit deeper so that I'll be able to drive those nails in all the way. Okay, now I've got one nail in, so I'm not concerned about the board popping off really. Next nail, I'm going to try and catch the top edge of the plank below, which looks like I'll be able to do. I'm going to line this up with the other nails in the transom. And then I'll split the difference with one more nail. Alright. Good. So as I'm taking these clamps off and these kick sticks off, you can see the kick sticks were in here, closing what was a big gap in this plank. And you can see now it's up tight, and that's because the kick stick was in there. When you put that kick stick in, it takes the slack, the belly, out of the plank. So it's already nailed up at the stem. So when you push that kick stick in, you're actually shortening the distance between the stem and the stern. The plank is sliding ever so slightly to the stern. So now it's fastened at the stern. So that plank is not going to come back this way at all. And so when I take out the kick stick, this seam doesn't open back up into a bellied, bowed out plank. It stays in tight. You can see this is a very small seam to close with the rivets now. Same here. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Yeah, it happened to some degree up here. There's still a bit of a belly because this is like the most bowed section of the boat. The most shape, and each plank is going to tend to pull the shape wider and wider, so you have to yank that plank in when you rivet it together. So anyway, yeah, that's where we're at, and yeah, looking good for a riveting session probably next video. That fan sure feels good. It's kind of warm out here today, in the 80s. So yeah, a little bit of sweating going on, but see if we can get some riveting done. And then it's on to the next set of planks. Start making up the next set of planks. I might even do that. Maybe I'll do that today. Haul out some more wood to start getting out those next planks. Just in case, I can rivet the boat on a rainy day just fine. But I hate to get the saws out and uncover the planking pile and try and work in the rain. It's not even, you get so little done, it's not even worth it. So maybe that's what I'll do today, and then, or at least next, see how much I get done on that. And then if we do have a rainy day in the next couple of days, I'll be able to do the riveting in here just fine. Thanks for dropping by Building the Alpha Dory. I really appreciate you guys' interesting comments and whatnot on the videos. So yeah, keep it up, and yeah, we'll see you next time.